Greetings, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling today? Let's see what Spirit has in store. What is the overall message that Spirit wants me to transmute for y'all today? Know this is a general timeless picker card, so take what resonates, throw away what does not. Do not make it fit if it's not your story. Now I'm going to show some images up on the screen. There's 4 piles to choose from. Today's topic is who is keeping tabs on you and why. So in the beginning, I'm going to describe who this person is, and then we're going to figure out why they're keeping tabs on you and what is it that they want. And yeah, go to where your intuition is gravitating towards, from 1 pal to all 4 of them if it gravitates. And let me know with the like, share, subscribe, or comment if this resonates for you. So let's go ahead and get started with pal number 1. Now I already pre-shuffled your pal number 1, so let's see what we got here. Okay, put all of these pals over here. Okay, so off rip with this, pal, I feel like that this is if you have a twin flame or twin soul, as I like to call it. This could be someone karmic that you had like a really tight bond with, or you just knew was your person and they just was not your person. You know? That's definitely what I'm getting here with this energy already. This is because we have the King of Cups and then the Queen of Cups. Like I said, it doesn't have to be, but if you resonate with this and it's not a twin, then just stay tuned in. So this person, again, could be a Scorpio, Cancer is what I'm getting. Might be a Pisces, but more so Scorpio, Cancer. We also have some fire energy. We got Aries, and then we have Sagittarius energy, Libra energy with the 3 of Swords, and more Scorpio energy, more Libra as well with the 4 of Swords, and then Aries and Scorpio with the Tower, and Cancer with the Queen of Cups. So yeah, got everything out here. Cancer, Pisces, so heavy on the water signs. I see it's a lot of emotions. Maybe you and this person have a lot of Cancer placements is what I heard first, but you could just have a lot of water placements. Doesn't matter where they're at. Either way, I feel like that this person was heartbroken from the start, from jump. This person, because I'm picking up a lot of regret, a lot of going back to burdens, allowing trauma and burdens to stay in their life. Delusion, because we got up in the clouds, so somebody delusional and it's on the masculine side. Could be a feminine, just take it as it resonates. But or just filled with illusions. Their life is an illusion and they haven't yet to accept it yet. And they can be just delusional with that. It's not like, maybe they're not like crazy, like, or nuts, but some of them are, because some of them are choosing this lifestyle. Some of them are aware that this is what their life is, but they have so many fears, regret, just low vibrations, 3 threes for the confirmation, that surround them, that they're bombarded with, that are ingrained in their psyche, that they just won't change. Some are dumb. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Some are dumb and they don't even see it. They're so far on such a low vibration, so ingrained into the matrix, they just don't see how is their sleep. You feel me? How they're delusional. So that's what I'm saying. So just take it, what resonates, what doesn't, with a grain of salt. Like I said, a lot of regret, a lot of shoulda, coulda, woulda, a lot of non-movement, wanting to move, like waiting for. It's like this person waiting for their burdens to go away, or for them to, like, or you could be waiting for this person to let go of these fucking burdens, these people, whatever stresses them out, and they won't do it. They haven't done it, or they never did, or you waited for them when you were actually with them. Like I said, this person would rather play it safe than take risks, or they just take the wrong risks, and then they land in a lot of regret once they take those risks. So it puts them in fear of taking real risks that can get real results, because they so I don't like this, but they kind of used to failing. But a lot of it is because of just bad decisions, not listening to their intuition, not wanting to look in the mirror, not wanting to take accountability. I feel like this is someone who they don't really have a good relationship, like I said, with themselves or just with women. They might think they do, they might want to have that. Just again, they might think they do, they might want to have that, but they really are, they're, again, it's just giving me delusional. They're, because they don't have good relationship with women. They might not like themselves, not, or hate themselves. Some people, some of these men or women hate themselves, and so they can't possibly love the opposite sex. 3 5s for confirmation. There's that conflict and challenge. So a lot of this energy is like, because I feel like they want to love you, they do, but it's like they don't love themselves enough, so it can only go but so far. I feel like this person slept on you, because we have divine guidance on your side. The Tower in reverse, they were not expecting you to come into their life at all. Or for you to be the Queen of Cups that you are. They did not expect to receive the love that you showed them. Just the fact that you actually cared about them. I won't say this person, they cared, but again, only to a certain extent, because they're not, clearly the energy surrounding them is highly suggesting they're not caring about who they entertain, what their issues are, what other people's issues are, just dealing with it. It's just they'd rather live in this delusion, waiting for the right moment for God knows what, that they don't make any movements, and they just sit in a karmic cycle of regret, of unhappiness, of stagnation, of dealing with karmic people, karma, burdens, stress, trauma. You feel me? And just illusions. This person is like in La La Land, and they don't want to wake up. They don't want to wake up. They're not ready. Because if they would, then they would have did it by now. They like saying sleep, is what I'm hearing. They don't like it. That's the battle, but no movement. But I feel like I said, that you were trying to really help this person heal, or you were in the process of healing when you met them. And they mirrored you quite a bit, because again, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. So a lot of things maybe mirrored either some of your actions or actions that you wouldn't necessarily take, but you allowed to happen. So it was like a test for you both to see if you were going to, get up out of this energy of delusions, illusions, wanting a person, seeing a person for who you want them to be instead of who they are. Because I feel like that's something that they struggle with as well, seeing people for who they want to see them versus who they really are. And then by the time they leave this person, they're all drained and manipulated, less trustworthy to themselves, to other people. You feel me? This is a lot to unpack. We got the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, someone, like I said, you were supposed to definitely meet this person. But the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like is... Oh, and then we got Divine Partner at the bottom. I didn't even see this when I shuffled. So, like I said, a twin soul, someone you were supposed to meet, fated to meet. Got the World card, Page of Pentacles, the Sun. You made each other extremely happy, really, really happy. But with that Page energy, either both or one of y'all was just lacking in what you was willing to give. But it's the end of a cycle, and things just ended. Again, we got the Lovers, the Nine of Swords. So a lot of love, but a lot of confusion, a lot of delusion, a lot of like, what the fuck am I doing is what I'm hearing. Anything else? Yeah, so I told you with the low vibrations, we got that clown energy. So somebody was either being a clown or was just hanging around a lot of clowns, just a lot of clown behavior, or just immature behavior. It could be that they're just childish. Because, typically. But this clown looked mean. It then literally has trash box. So what about the clown? Just to clarify. So 5 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. So yeah, like I said, a lot of people, this person was surrounded by a lot of clown behavior, low vibrations. Got the 4 of Wands, the Magician, the High Priestess, the 2 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, you more than likely a very strong telepathic connection. You dream about this person a lot. They dream about you a lot. But a lot of mental confusion, a lot of mind games, many opportunities for a new beginning and for actual commitment. But again, with the 2 of Wands in reverse, none were taken. Got the Emperor at the bottom, the 6 of Wands. So someone really who likes validation and their ego. They like a lot of attention. They think they know what they're doing, but do they? Let's see. I feel like they don't. We got the Hierophant, the 6 of Cups. And then we got Hater, and then the Empress. So yeah, like I said, Twin, Emperor, Empress, Hierophant, very important soul lesson. 6 of Cups, past life energy. Then we got the third party, the karmic Kelly, the hater. This person could have even been a hater themselves. Got 11-11 for the confirmation. This person could have been jealous of you or just acted like they was a hater. It is what it is, people. Sometimes your twin, like once you wake up from the delusion of wanting this person to be a certain person, and I won't even say that about my twins. Some of y'all, it's not a twin and it's just, again, you was under some type of spell or delusion or just, again, trying to see all the good in them. And we do tend to do that. We want to see the good in people. But sometimes a person is just exactly who they are, who they show you to be. And sometimes, you know, I feel like a lot of times we can feel who this person truly is. Like I've always felt that my twin was very loving and caring. It's just that he's hurt. So what do hurt people do? Hurt people 9 times out of 10. Unless you one of them hurt people that's like, I don't want to do this to other people. Or you try to do it and it backfired heavily and you just don't like doing that shit. It doesn't feel good to hurt other people. Or to just be okay with hurting other people. Just because you've been hurt. That's not a healthy mentality to have, because you just pass that along to your children. You have other people out here thinking this shit is okay and acceptable, and it's not. No, hold people accountable for the shit that they be doing, because if not, then they just run along like everything's okay, and they wonder why they're in a karmic cycle. 3 threes and 1 2 3 4 could be significant, and they can't get out. Or why it's hard to walk away, because they have been perpetuating this behavior for so long. They've been brainwashed, conditioned with it, and then everyone else does it, so they are afraid to make that change, that shift. Because what are other people going to think if they decide to stand up for themselves, say no to being fucked up and doing fucked up shit? They know it's wrong. They can feel it. This person in particular, King of Cups, they can feel emotions. It's just that their heart chakra was more than likely closed, or just their perception of love has been warped. Like most of our perception of love has been warped. And that was the reason, another reason for meeting this person as well, is because you both needed to see how to unwarp your perception of love. Was you appeasing, or them possibly appeasing as well, doing things they don't want to do, you doing things you don't want to do out of the name of caring, love, what's right? Because, you know, you have to kind of find that balance between where you draw the line at and what you're willing to settle for, or what you're willing to do. A lot of this stuff can be avoided, or this heartbreak can be avoided, if you pay attention to the signs. So it was a lot of things that you had to learn. I feel like that was that Hierophant energy coming out there with this person. Not a lot of lessons that you've learned, and that they have learned. It's just clearly, is this person, how are they doing now? Same energy. Let's see, we got the Lovers, the Chariots, the Hermits, the Justice card, the Wheel of Fortune, Virgo energy, Libra energy, Gemini energy, Cancer energy, and then fixed sign energy. So Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio with the wheel, Jupiter, Sagittarius as well. I feel like that this person is like, I'm hearing they want to run towards the one they love, which clearly would be you, because Again, we got the Wheel of Fortune. But it's like these cards came out crossed. They just teeter-totter from their spiritual journey to wanting to do the right thing into negative, toxic shit. This is basically the same energy that they've been dealing with. They teeter-totter. One minute they want to work on themselves, and the next they don't, or they do a little bit, but then they go back. It's just a back and forth. There's more mind games. Like, bro, either you want to be with me or not. And since you've shown all the signs, all the signs that you are emotionally unavailable, and it's just not going to work, and that you don't know what the fuck you want, and you've already made your choice. It's just so many things, so many reasons or ways you can look at it, regardless of what fits for you. They've already shown disinterest once it's all said and done. And then who is going to keep waiting when someone doesn't love themselves enough to walk away from this when they see that it's something not right with it? How are you going to really experience true unconditional love if you accept the bare minimum and you see it's the bare minimum, but you allow yourself to entertain the bare minimum because of fears and trauma and not wanting to be alone, or just whatever is going on with this divine masculine and or feminine, whoever this is to you? And then we got the Ten of Swords at the bottom. So yeah, a lot of hurt, a lot of, it's like, again, wanting to start something new, manifesting you, wishing they could see you, talk to you. All they do is think about you. Ace of Swords, literally Nine of Swords after that. So all they do is think about you, but it's not coming from a good place because they got all of these issues they got going on. One, thinking about you in a romantic way, one sexual way, but then the black magic under it is still perverted. And they know that you can see this. It got the Queen of Swords, the Intuitive Kev card, the Empress, and what we got in between that. They know that you can see this and that you're not going to put up with it. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you're not going to invest in it. And they want to invest with you, but they know. They know you know. So why does this person keep tabs? That's pretty obvious. But why does this person specifically keeping tabs on the viewer spirit? Karmic connection, Queen of Swords, Knight of Wands. So this person still finds you just more attractive than anything. They're just attracted to you. Queen of Wands. They find you highly, highly attractive, addictive even, like very sexy, like everything. The fact that you was able to point out just how everything has been karmic for them, like their situations, their connections, even y'all's karmic connection, how you were able to triumph and see through the karma that y'all have intertwined with one another. The fact you were able to see through this and still look sexy while doing it. You still look good. You still look hot to them. You still look the same. You're still very aesthetically pleasing. And just the fact that you were able to intuitively see all of this witchy side of you, or just this psychic, intuitive side, wherever you fit in, it's just very hot to them. They are very, like, I'm getting these little tingles all over my body. So maybe that's how that they feel when they see you and they look at you. Not only are they sexually turned on, but you also mentally stimulate them and turn them on as well. So I'm hearing you're like an aphrodisiac to this person when they tune into you. So that's why they still watch you. King of Wands right under that. And then you have this innocence about you. They're obsessed with your innocence, like the fact that you really are a good human being. You're a good person. 1919 could be significant, and 1010. And that you're just like you're like a breath of fresh air to this person. So they can't help but be attracted to you. Plus, y'all twins, more than likely. It's your twin. Y'all got this magnetic, unspoken connection that they just can't get enough of. They can't let you go. So, because you also point their flaws out. You see right through them, and they just find it fascinating at the same time that you can pick up and read them, that you can see right through them, that you call them out, that you're everything that they are running away from. You make them look at themselves. And as much as they don't want to admit it or really like it, they do like it. It's like a battle. They like it because you're holding them accountable. Because you know how when children, like, say their mom or their dad or their parents just let them do whatever, but they secretly crave a household where they're being held accountable, where they are, yeah, being held accountable for their actions, versus letting your parents let you do anything. It lets the children are very emotionally, highly emotionally intelligent. They know that the parent really don't give a damn about them if they just let them do whatever. If the parent doesn't care, then the child's not going to care. But when they meet or see parents that do care about their children, even if they have to hold them accountable for their actions, they secretly crave that. And it's the same with this person. And since you're doing that, it's taking them back to their childhood of how obviously that wasn't happening, or they were held accountable too much. It could go either way, especially if they didn't even do anything. But it's like their parents are just forcing this toxic, negative, low vibrating behavior onto them because they got their own issues. So it's a vicious cycle that this person has went through. More than likely you went through it as well. And the fact you were able to see your way out of it is like this person is just amazed. 3 threes for confirmation. They're like, oh my God, how did you get out of this cycle, out of this mindset? So they seek assistance from you, but they don't say it, more than likely, or they're not ready to say it. They want to mirror your energy, but they are on the struggle bus because of said issues from the beginning. Not really getting nothing else. With the 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, King of Pentacles. But we got the divine partner. Yeah, this person wants to be a provider. They do. That's what I'm hearing. They want to provide. They want to do this, but they're just in an ungrateful place or manner, or they regret being like out of balance or just not bringing balance to the connection, because wherever they're at, they're not happy. They're not a happy camper, and they feel as if they can only be a page type of energy right now. 5 of Swords, because a lot of the trauma that they're tied to dealing with could be, I'm hearing people they have children with, family members. It's like they want to do right, treat you right, show you love, but this karma or this trauma that they have yet to unresolved is what's holding everything back. It's like they don't, like I said, they don't believe in themselves enough that they can get out of this cycle, or that they can. Some of them that they deserve better. Some of them their self-esteem is like, you know, they don't feel like they deserve better. They feel like that they should be right where they're at because of what they put you through, how they treated you. Some of them really just don't love themselves enough to change, to you know, it is what it is. Anything else, Spirit? Nope. So that's all I got for you. Got the Ace of Swords and the Fool. I feel like if anything with passion, this is someone very passionate about you. They want to show you that passion. They think about you all the time, like say with the Ace of Swords. And they want a new beginning. It's just everything I said earlier. So yeah. If this resonated, let me know with a like, share, subscribe, or comment. And I'll see you in the next reading, Pal 1. Peace, love, and light. All right, my beautiful Pal 2s. Let's see who is keeping tabs on you and why. Let's see. Well. I feel like that this may be a false twin flame, whoever this is, or twin soul, a karmic that you might have thought you had a very strong connection with, but they were nothing more than a karmic. or you may have mistaken them as your twin. This is someone who is not invested in love whatsoever. I'm hearing cold-hearted. We got the Ace of Cups in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, Four of Cups, someone who's very, I'm hearing entitled, just not satisfied. They're not a happy camper, whoever this person is. They like to take a lot of action without really thinking about that action, because then they regret it soon after that action. Someone who is not invested in healing whatsoever, investing in any type of healing. This person is stuck, like stuck. Eight of Swords in reverse. I feel like that you tried it with this person. You really did. You try to work things out with them. You try to see the brighter side of things, the good in them. But they just constantly gave you reasons to rethink shit, reevaluate. Oh, like, this ain't gonna work because you're stuck. Now you're making me stuck and stagnated, and that's not gonna work. Very, could be controlling, domineering. It's giving me narcissist or very narcissistic, lack of discipline, stubborn, rigid, reckless, mouth just reckless. Or maybe they don't say anything and they just sneaky and do their dirt behind your back. And I feel like a lot of you found out about it if that's the case. That's a specific, but more so reckless mouth. And really they tired, they burnt out, they exhausted, stressed, and just try to dump all that shit on you. They don't have long-term vision, very limited success, reward, like distracted. Yeah, emotional manipulation. Oh my gosh. I feel like they try to warp your perception of what you knew emotional manipulation was, or maybe it was new to you. They made you learn self-compassion for yourself, is what I'm hearing, and how to invest in yourself, how to comfort and nurture yourself, put yourself first once you left this person. And you were way more mature and emotionally stable than they were. Very intuitive and caring. But I definitely feel like maybe that's how they came off. Maybe that's how they really, some of them were. But then they had this other side to them that was like, oh my God, you're a fucking nightmare. Or maybe that's just their mask they put on. Take it how it resonates. I feel like that they have just yet to surrender to any type of form, shape of love. They just... Oh, I'm just hearing a nightmare. Energy sucks, whoever this person was. Very alpha male type energy, or wannabe. I'll say that they are wannabe, but they're not a man whatsoever. It's giving little boy. Little hard-headed, badass boy. Who, I'm here all over the place. I don't like this energy. Nope. Anything else you want the viewer to know about this person's spirit? I feel like you gave a lot to this person. Y'all had some fun times together. You might have even looked at this person as wanting to start a family one day when you first met them, or you treated them like family. But they just very unbalanced, very slow with movements. I feel like they got children, or they wanted to act like they were going to be family oriented, or maybe they were. Maybe they came off balance, or I'm still hearing all over the place. It's like they put on fronts. Like they were okay, like they were, hard working, productive, efficient, responsible. Maybe you thought it was a divine love or whatever. Maybe you went back to this person, they might have left, you went back, tried a few times, but it just didn't work. They were karma. Chaotic karma. But you learned a lot of lessons from it. A lot of heartbreak. But you learned to be more self-sufficient. Yeah, you woke up from their little spell or whatever was keeping you stuck to this person. So what do they want now? Why are they keeping tabs on the viewer? Why are they keeping tabs on the viewer? Okay, so the Four of Pentacles flipped over and flipped back over. So I feel like this person's stuck on you, but they don't want you to know that. They'd die before they let you know that. Then we got the Death card. They're probably going through an ego death right now, but they fighting it like hell. Fighting this little ego death. And they know a lot of the stuff that you said, Queen of Swords. A lot of the stuff that you told them and that you said, you probably told them about themselves. And, or you just showed them the way, like, what you're doing is wrong. And you got me fucked up. If you think that I'm finna sit right here. And you cut that shit off. So they probably a little, like, stuck that you left, that you cut it off. Ain't no problem. They are. They're pissed. And you're the Empress. I mean, why not watch you? The Empress, the Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. Just to let you know, all of that is the Empress, all queens in the deck. So you possess a lot of gracefulness, beauty, patience, love, unconditional love at that, to love this little monster. And you're in alignment, so they can't help but be gravitated towards you, to want to, like, your personal values really turned them on and made them think about where they're heading. Now, are they going to change? More than likely, no. At least no time soon. This person's deep in it. But you were like a little whiff of what it's like to be in the light. And they miss that innocence. It takes them back to when they were innocent, before all of this fucked upness happened to them. You're like divine energy is what I'm hearing. Yeah, they see you as very divine, very victorious. You may be in the public eye, or people just gravitate towards you, very confident. They see you progressing in life. You looked very happy, very at peace, very balanced. And they want to feel that essence, so they watch you. And they still in love with you. Got the Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, still like your body, lust, literally. Strength card in reverse, they still like your body, so they lusting after you. Ugh. Would love to work things out, but they already know that it's not gonna work. Five of Swords. It's not gonna work. They got too much shit up here going on mentally, and they know that, one, you're not gonna put up with it, and two, you don't deserve that shit. So they'll just watch from afar until, you know, they get tired or they see you moved on. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. And if this resonated with you, share, let me know with a like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you in the next reading. Peace, love, and light. All right, my beautiful pal threes. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, this one is a something. And I know exactly who this is. Okay. So it's a lot to unpack here. Yeah. So this off rip is a hater. Congratulations, pal 3. You have yourself a copycat hater who is not happy that you are who you are. It's given a heavy feminine energy, but it could just take as it resonates. It could be a man as well. Could be a masculine, so. Or lack thereof, man. Because whoever this is, extremely childish. I feel like aesthetically this person is beautiful or pretty or sexy. And it's like I feel like they give off the impression that they're doing well in life. That everything is great. That they explore, they travel, they do this and that. That they're patient, that they are possibly a high priestess or Queen of Cups or King of Cups, because we got the King of Cups out here literally. Like they are loving, just down to earth, like they're just magical is what I'm getting. So they could be so-called conscious, or in the conscious community, heavy with the but let me tell you, this person's far from that. They're actually very angry. And they don't love themselves. They don't trust their intuitions. They're stuck in a very dredging karmic cycle. I don't even use that word, but it sucks. This person's miserable. And they don't listen to their intuition. They're not tapped in whatsoever. No matter how much they may appear to be tapped in, they are not. Or they don't listen to it if they are. Let me say that. Some of them might be, but they don't listen. I hear they give bad advice. This person has yet to work on their inner child. They don't trust anything that comes toward them. They're checked out. Whoever this person is, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, malnourished, drained. But yeah, did I mention they're a hater? So yeah. This person, and then I feel like the only card that's upright, I feel like this is you, the Six of Wands. I feel like that this person sees you as someone they wish they could be, which we are all unique. Like, trying to be someone else never works. Be yourself. But if you don't know who you are, if you don't know yourself, if you don't trust yourself, then you're going to have a hard time trying to be okay and love yourself. Being okay with who you are in this lifetime. And I feel like this is what this person struggles with. I'm hearing identity crisis. They could have been a copycat. It's definitely giving Karmic Kelly. If y'all ever had a Karmic Kelly in y'all life, or just miserable Molly, but definitely Karmic Kelly. This is more Karmic Kelly energy. Someone who just act like they like you, but they really don't, because they don't like or love themselves. This person is just giving heavy self-hate. And it's really sad, because they're probably really pretty or beautiful, but on the inside, not so much. Very witchy, and not the good kind of witchy. Very mean-spirited person is what I'm getting. Especially with the Emperor in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse. Very just mean-spirited. But they come off like they're so sweet and nice and innocent. Don't trust this person, not for one bit. I feel like you saw right through him eventually. But the fact that you are in this star energy, or you look victorious, or like you're progressing in life, like you're doing it, and you more than likely are. This person's literally have seen you go from here to here. More than likely, because I feel like they've been watching you for a little minute, maybe periodically, maybe, a little stalkerish at first, but just periodically stalk you from here and there. See how you doing, see if you're still on the up and up, and yeah, you are. I feel like that this person just, because you're happy and you're doing well in life, they just don't like it. I feel like they wanted you to crumble like them and allow this matrix to destroy them and bring out the most ugliest versions of themselves to people. Anything else about this person? We got the Sun. And then the Five of Cups. I told you saw right through them. So we got heavy Leo energy. You could be a Leo or have Leo placements. We have Pisces, Cancer, Aries, heavy Aries. We got, heavy Pisces too. Scorpio, Cancer. We got Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio again. More Aries energy, Sag energy. And then more water energy, Five of Cups, Queen of Wands. So yeah, I told you this person is really pretty, but they're really sad on the inside. They could be very attractive, but they don't love themselves. They don't believe in themselves. They don't have any confidence. Their self-esteem is shot. And the fact that you're the sun, just over here glowing and being happy, happy-go-lucky. Maybe you have the gift of clarity or wisdom or discernment. You bring clarity, happiness, vitality, life to people. You're a good person. They just don't like the way that you shine your light at the end of the day. Got the Hierophant and then the Devil immediately under that. So they could be like, I feel like they may even try to teach the community or the public, or maybe they're a teacher, or maybe they have like a high ranking, possibly in the military or just in the government, or maybe they're a churchgoer, they're heavy into the religion, or they're some type of religion, or again, conscious, but they got all these demons surrounding them and in them. So, and like I said, you saw right through that shit. Delusional, 7 of Cups. Yeah, they're stuck in delusion. Like, yeah, that's what I'm getting. I don't know any other way to put it. I feel like that this person makes bad choices too, bad decisions. They're more tempted to go with things that are quick because they're impatient. That will give them fast results, that'll have them winning per se, and they end up regretting that shit, or they end up feeling stuck afterwards. Why is this person, yeah, why are they watching the viewer? Because you were able to leave all of that reality that you experienced with them behind. You left them behind. You're no longer bothered. Got the six of voices with 6 of Swords. 7 of Wands, Queen of... Told you saw right through her, baby. 7 of Wands, Queen of Swords. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles under that. So yeah, I feel like you saw right through the desperation. The really, this person just feels lonely. They feel alone. They feel left out in the cold. They've been abandoned. They've been hurt. This is coming from a very low vibrational level of hurt and pain that they self-inflict, or that was inflicted onto them. And you were able to see why this person is the way they are, and to look past that, basically, and just be like, this is just who you are. You're damaged. You're hurt. You're not trying to heal. You're fake. But they ain't got shit to do with me, and you're not about to come at me with that. So you distance yourself. The more that you learned about this person and this type of behaviors, you learn to see it in other people, even family members, and you saw the pattern that this person was going through, the program that they're under, the MK Ultra, the manipulation. But you quietly exited yourself from their reality and just start giving less of a fuck. You more than likely spiritually or energetically protected yourself too from this person. And they're just amazed at how you dodged them, basically, how you didn't allow them to penetrate into with your reality, how you just don't really give a fuck. But at the same time, how you show them that I'm not the one or the two, and you got me fucked up if you think that this is what you're gonna do. Not to me, buddy. That's what I'm getting. So, and they're just amazed at your witchery, at your divine essence, how you're able to do what you do, how you got out of the karmic cycle that everyone seems to be in, how you left all that drama behind without having to say a goddamn word to them, and how you overcame all of this energy. They're just amazed at how you were able to do it, how you were able to see through all of the darkness. Anything else, Spirit? Oh, of course, you're the Empress, baby. They're amazed at how the Empress does it. They're actually secretly infatuated with you. You got the Ace of Cups. Some of them might be attracted to you too. But yes, this person is like in love with who you are, because they know deep down that's who they're supposed to be as well. But, you know, you cause them a lot of nightmares, a lot of stress by being the Empress, I guess. This person can't really move on. They haven't been able to grow, to get out of their karmic cycle. They're stuck on the same level, while you tend to soar past these levels seemingly effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? They're just highly impressed. They can't do nothing but check in and watch and see how you're doing it. How they're trying to figure out how the fuck are you doing this shit, especially so quickly. How, like, the way that you've healed yourself so quickly. They're in awe. You found balance, peace, tranquility in a world of hate, stress, and trauma, suffering. And they're amazed at how you do it, trying to figure out if you're fake, even though they know you're not. They know you're not faking. So, Pal threes, thank y'all so much for tuning in. If this resonated with you, let me know with a like, share, subscribe, or comment, and I'll see you in my next reading. Peace, love, and right. Lights. All right. Pal number 4. Let's see, pal number 4. I seen 444 on the screen when I looked at it, so that could be a number for you. Let's see what we got here. So who's watching you and keeping tabs on you and why? Y'all had quite a bit of cards. I'll put that over there. Okay, so we got Gemini energy, Scorpio energy, Cancer and Pisces. Got the Ace of Cups, 8 of Cups, 10 of Cups. 8 of Cups is in reverse. The Star in reverse, Aquarius energy, Leo energy, Queen of Wands in reverse. Got the Page of Cups. I already said the 6 of Pentacles. I think I did. King of Cups, the Artist, which is unique to this deck. And 3 of Swords with the, I don't know if I said the 10 of Cups. Either way, I feel like that you have a King of Cups watching you. So I'm more than likely picking up on the Divine Feminine. But if you're a masculine and it's the other way around, just, y'all already know what to do. I feel like, and as I'm doing this reading, my instant just went out. So I feel like that this person may be a little burnt out in love, honestly. I feel like they've given themselves to a lot of people, or not, maybe not even a lot of people, but the people they thought were right for them, and they just turned out to be sucky ass karmics. So, but I feel like this person has a lot of love to give. That's the first thing that I get with this energy. They have a lot of love to give. But they're burnt out. So we got the 3 of Swords, and it came out crossed. I remember when I was pre-shuffling these cards, it came out crossed. And I feel like this person is looking to recover, or they're recovering. They're in a healing state. Excuse me, from a lot of trauma, hurt, pain. Now, do I feel like that they're a sucky person? No. I feel like this is actually probably one of the best people from the pals I've done today. Everybody else sucked. But yeah, this person, they could be very well be some type of artist. Take it as a resonate. It could be visual. It could be like a real artist, like they draw. They could be into music. They could be play instruments. So many ways you could be an artist. They could even make clothes. Whatever the case is, they create some type of art. They're a creator. I feel like that this person wants to experience love. Like I said, they've given their heart out to a lot of people, friends, family, people they've dated, but just never received that love in return. They really want to experience unconditional love with the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups. They want a new start, a new beginning with this. However, they are currently karmically tied to someone, this Queen of Wands in reverse. So this could be someone either they, one, have children with, which I really don't get. They could, because we have the Page of Cups here. So they could have children with this, but I feel like for most, it's just someone they either used to date, they're currently dating, or a parent, possibly a mother, or guardians, maybe somebody they work with for some of y'all, very little. But that's what I'm getting with this, is that this person is like, they have someone in their reality that they got a lot of love for, that they love, not in love with. I'll tell you that right now. They're not in love with this person, but they care about them. They feel bonded to them. However, the connection is not healing. They don't get love in return, at least the love that they're craving, that they're looking for, that they're yearning for. You feel me? And I feel like that every time they say they're going to cut this person off, they end up going right back. Or they end up attracting people who are like this person, who don't give equal give and take. who are very unfair to this person. This person, I feel like they're a sweetheart. They really are. They're a sweetheart, but they just don't get the same energy in return. Because I feel like very soft-spoken, so maybe they even have a very soft voice, or very, like, you can tell they're caring and nurturing and loving, and that they want to experience unconditional love. I'm hearing they don't know how, though, because of being around this energy for so long. So maybe this is someone who hasn't said anything to you. You don't know this person is watching, or you do, but you know, even you may doubt it, or you may just be like, is this really gonna go somewhere, or are they really gonna step up, or are they gonna say something, am I ever gonna meet? You know, it could be stuff like that. Or they could just, if it's not that, it could just feel like that they don't have much to offer right now, or as much as they want to offer, they know they gotta work on themselves. Maybe this is your crush for some of y'all. Yeah, but this person's, they're really loving. I feel like they're in a new cycle, so they're seeing things a lot differently now. And they're waking up to the point where, like, they know they're going to have to leave this Queen of Wands in reverse behind, because Queen of Wands in reverse is very manipulative. I feel like they're pretty, they're beautiful, they have a loving energy about them, but something about them is just either stuck, stagnant, or just manipulative. And they keep this person stuck and bonded to them. Maybe they even guilt trip them. So yeah, anything else you want the viewer to know about this person? We got the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like either they were destined to meet you, find you. If you don't know who this person is, maybe they're looking at you from social media. They were destined to find your page, or vice versa, or you to reach, whatever the case is. Somebody to reach out to someone if y'all get that far. But we got the Moon, and then the Eight of Swords in reverse. The Death card. This person has to have some type of ego death or spiritual death if things were to ever work out between y'all. So maybe y'all have like this telepathic thing going on, or it's hidden, it's unspoken, no one said anything. It's just this telepathic thing. We got the Two of Pentacles, and then the Tower. I feel like this person wasn't expecting to run across your page, or to find you, viewer, or to be working with you. However you know this person. Maybe you see him at the grocery store. I don't know. Either way, this person is just like, the balance that you carry, it attracts them. But they wasn't expecting to find you. Maybe you're somehow getting them into balance, or wanting to find balance, peace. But like I said, got the Judgment, came out crossed. They're still struggling with, again, just like, should I do this? Should I work on myself? I got a lot going on. Tell me more about the Judgment, Spirit. Yeah, Three of Wands is like, yeah, should I do this? Or, Six of Swords. Should I do this? Should I wait a little bit? What was that? The Page of Wands, Ace of Wands. So it's like, I feel like you're encouraging or inspiring this person to want to leave these people, this mindset, this type of love behind. But you, again, it's unspoken is what I'm getting. We got the Seven of Wands, Two of Pentacles again, the Magician. Also, you're showing another reality to this person too. Like, your reality could be magical, or you are the magician. You can create your reality. It's never too late to start over. It's never too late to have different views, to start over again, to have new foundation, new standards, boundaries. Yeah, got the Devil, the Six of Wands. So you're giving this person confidence, or you're showing them how to be confident, or they like your confidence. They like what you're saying, what you're doing, how you're being seen. With the Six of Wands, this person or you could be in the public light or public recognition. The Hierophant. This person is learning from you. Yeah, this person is definitely learning from you. They like what they see. They like that they're learning from you, as opposed to what everybody else has to offer, which is nothing. Seven of Swords in reverse. Queen of Pentacles, literally. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Strength card. So yeah, I feel like this person has been trying to convince themselves that they were happy with who they were dating. These women, like I said, is giving heavy feminine energy that they're entertaining. But whether it's men with feminine distorted energy, either way, this person is like they were trying to convince themselves they were happy with this, but they're really not. I feel like they're starting to see like how strong the bond is with keeping them stuck or stagnated in a mindset or a way of thinking or a lifestyle or reality that they just don't want to live. It's that's what it's given. The Tower and then the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like this person might have been a little asleep in certain areas or sleep altogether. And you're waking them up to a whole new reality. Or maybe they were complacent, comfortable. Maybe they were at a place where they wanted to be like, I do need to change. And you're that catalyst, 3 5s for confirmation, to allow them to change. Got the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles again. So I feel like, yeah, this person is thinking, manifesting completely different ever. And then Hermit for confirmation. You were a catalyst to this person's awakening, to another way of going within, to connect into spirituality, to just have them question, like, are you really happy with the way that you're living your life, the way you're accepting things, your boundaries, the way that you love yourself and love others? There's more to be explored is what I'm getting. And this is why this person is keeping tabs on you. Other reasons? Any other reasons why this person is watching the viewer? The Strength card. We got Leo energy. 4 of Pentacles. The Hangman. They're kind of stuck on you. The Queen of Cups. Yeah. Because you've seemed to walk away from burdens, stress, backstabbers, naysayers, people who are in regrets, people who are stuck. And you've found happiness. You're ready to explore what else there is to offer, what life has to offer. 3 of 5s for confirmation. 8 of Wands. They feel like you're a traveler and that you invest in all things that are good, healthy, happy. They like your quick energy, that you are not competitive, that you bring justice and karma to people, that you make people aware of justice and karma. Everything it is that you're doing, viewer, the way that you love yourself and love others or show love to people, how you seem so very strong, yet very graceful, very balanced, very abundant. And you walked away from what stresses you out. You're just not going to be a sad person. You're not going to be a negative Nancy. So this person is like in awe, because what I've just described is what most people want in their life. This is the type of people that you want in your life. And they're just on that same spell you kind of put everybody else under when they come across your energy. So that's all it is. Ooh, okay. 4 of Wands, the Whale, the High Priestess, the 2 of Cups. So another reason is, again, your creativity, the way you nurture yourself, and you just exude love and divine femininity is what I'm getting. Or if you're a masculine, of course, take it how it resonates. But I really feel like I'm picking up on a divine feminine as the viewer and a divine masculine as the watcher. I feel like that this divine masculine is just very mesmerized with how much you have to offer. They're not used to seeing this on this magnitude. The fact that you're highly intuitive, yet unattainable. You're not giving yourself out to everybody. Everybody is not welcome in your reality, and they love this about you. Plus, again, I said love with the 2 of Cups. They feel like you're soulmate energy. 4 of Wands. King of Wands, the Devil. Yeah, like you give off this very nice balance of divine masculine, divine feminine energy. You take action, but yet you know how to be well reserved and laid back and chill. And they love it. They're enthralled and they're invested. And they find you very sexy, very tempting. They know that you have this side of you that is just irresistible. And I feel like they feel that they will be very highly addicted to you if they were to meet you. You are very sexy and tempting to this person. 7 of Cups, the World, the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, and just the fact you were able to see through everything, that you make wise decisions, choices. You are emotionally intelligent. Everything about you, viewer, And did you close karmic cycles? And you're very balanced. This is the things that they've picked up from watching you. They can feel it oozing off of you. So this is why they watch you, viewer. They're just really happy that they found people that they've always wanted in their life. That people like you really do exist. Now it's to be continued is what I'm hearing on whether they gonna make some moves or not. So yes, if y'all like this reading and y'all want a part 2, let me know. If this resonated with y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I will see you in my next reading. Make sure to share with a like, share, subscribe, or a comment if this resonated. Peace, love, and light.